All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm trying to do something with all of this wiring. Wiring for the fan and the fuel pump relay. Gotta try to loom all of this up and get it organized. I jumped the gun and looming it up before starting it and having to go back and double check and change some stuff, but we're gonna tackle that and try to work through this, get everything back the way it was going. And this right here, these heat shields are gonna go on these fuel line just as a precaution, really, for the headers. They're kind of close, but that should do the trick. And then we will go into the inside and connect this, which is for the fans. It's our 12-volt switched, and then these are the fan relay for the Holly Terminator, the relay trip. So we'll try to get all of this loomed up, get these heat shields on, and we're gonna find a spot to mount the relays over here somewhere nice and neat out of the way, and then we can put this fender on and then move to the other side. But we're gonna knock this out real quick, and we'll be back when we figure it out. All right, so I'm back. I know I said in the last previous video we was gonna do some wiring, clean all of this up. What I realized was that I did that once before. In the beginning, I wired everything up to where I thought it was finished, and still had to come back and go through, pull wires, find wires, add wires. So what I'm gonna do now, and I was waiting for these to come in, so I kind of took me a couple of days to get back to it, but I'm waiting for these to come in, and that's gonna be for the negative side, and then this one right here for the positive side. So what I'm gonna do is all these little small hot wires, I'm gonna run to this for the time being, and same here for the ground wires. We're gonna run to this, and part of the reason is I don't know where this stuff is gonna go permanently, so I'm gonna wait, which I should have did the first time. Wait until I get the fenders back on it, and kind of get a feel for where things can go and can't go, and still be out of the way and still work like they're supposed to work. So another couple of things that I needed to do was relocate this. This was a little bit closer, so I moved that back. I put the heat shield on it, as you can see, but I'm gonna go back down and secure it away from the headers. Same with the catch can. It was a little bit closer, but what I realized was that I don't have a coolant overflow tank, so I got to figure out a situation for that. That was really the main reason for not putting everything together permanently. The overflow tank, finding a place to mount these where they're out of the way and it's still accessible. So I'm going to wire all of that up to the terminals, and then go in and then start the program for the Holley Terminator X Max. We'll go over some wiring in there that I need to address too. So I'm gonna knock this part out. It's just a bunch of wiring, so I ain't gonna record all of that. I'm gonna knock it out and come back to you, and then we'll go to the inside, and there's a couple of wires I need to address in there, and then get ready to start the program. Another couple of things that I had to do was, and I still haven't done it right here yet, was add clamps to these fuel lines. I had to do it underneath the car and at the tank. They're the AN fittings that, you know, supposed to be leak proof, but I really don't trust that. So me and fire don't do well together, so I'm gonna put clamps on it. That's another thing I'm gonna do while getting this wiring done, and at that point we should be ready to try to start it. So yeah, for the time being, again, I'm gonna just let this kind of hang out where it's at, make sure it's out of the way, make sure, you know, everything is functioning like it's supposed to. And then when I actually get the car up and running, I can move it and then put the fenders on it, and then go back and mount everything in its, you know, forever home. So I'm gonna get to this wiring part right here, and you know, get all of this tied in together, and then we'll go inside. Go inside and then take a look at what we got going on with the Terminator X Max. So then, I know also I said that the shifter was stuck. That was another one of the reasons I had the car up off the floor. I got it back in park, in which it was not in park, so that probably would have threw a little monkey wrench in the program, but I got it back in park. And after we get all of this situated, car up, running, we'll put this in its, you know, temporary to permanent home, we'll see. And then I'm gonna jump on these seats, trying to make some seat brackets to seat them in there. And what I may end up having to do is pull the carpet out, and maybe some welding, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's gonna be next after we get this wiring situated. We're gonna address these seats, and then hopefully by then the exhaust will be done showed up, and we can jump on that. So I'm gonna cut this off for a second and get started, and we'll cut it back on whenever we get to the inside. So y'all hold on, we'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Got everything hooked up to ground and positive side. Just gotta hook the battery terminals up and get power on the inside, but we're not gonna do that just yet. Got the fans and shit hooked up, and fuel pump relay. So everything is really just kind of temporarily hooked up until we figure out where we're gonna put everything for its final resting place. So we'll move shit to the inside now, and try to mess with this Terminator X for a hot second and rerun a couple wires. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna jump in there, jump on that when I figure out what I need to do. I'll cut you back on. Be right back. All right, so we inside. I had to tie in these 2 wires right here from the Holly Terminator X to some power. So I got this fuse block right here for any accessories I might need to run. And mainly it's probably gonna be just for the power seats and maybe like some LED lighting or something like that later on down the road. But right now we're just trying to see if we got power coming into the Holly HP. This was the last wire I needed to tie in right here. And that shit coming from our fuel pump. So I need to find a key 12 volt tied it in right there. But you still don't have no real final resting spot for this either. But again, all of that we'll figure out later after we make sure this shit works. So last thing we gotta tie in to plug into this is that's the main cable, the main power source right there. Yeah, that's the main power source plug right there. We got that shit plugged in. Now, at this point, I'm thinking we hook the battery up. We should have lights, camera, action. I'm gonna cut you off and double check everything and then cut you back on and let you see where we at. All right, so I got the battery hooked up. I'm gonna hit the key and see what we got. Here we go. See if we got power. The HP. Oh, okay. We got a little action. Let me figure out why we ain't got no power on the HP. I'm gonna cut it back on. All right, y'all. After some research and digging around, I figured out that I got an issue with the bulkhead wiring. That's this group of wires right here. It comes out, feeds the engine. So I found another one and waiting for it to show up. Whenever that shows up, we'll replace that and then get back into it. But you did hear it try to crank over. So just got to figure out the other issues of not powering up on the inside. So this one will be to be continued, and we'll catch you on the next one. Won't be long. But until then, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the thumbs up. Let's try to get some motion going on this. So yeah, we'll get right back to it when we get this bulkhead. And then don't forget, we got the exhaust should be showing up soon. I'll run down the tracking information, see when exactly it's going to ship out. It was on back order until the 1st of January, so we should be getting some information on that soon, and we'll get started on that after we can get it started, get it running, and go back and address everything else. We got a lot to do, so y'all stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, comment. Let me know what you think. Like I said, we got another project going coming up after this one. So y'all let me know.